takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Brown will throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Keeps the legs moving.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And great job by the linebacker, understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
A designed run for the quarterback. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Bulls have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USF!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Commodores. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. To throw, it's Pavia. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing right. Got his man all by himself. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Bell. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Florida. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he added the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Now on the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's on target and complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. They're intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with 1 play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
1 play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Shakes off the tackler. Running through contact. At the 45 on its way. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Doors.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 50, the 40, the 20, inside the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up? Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Florida 33, Vanderbilt 13.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stowers. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. The give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you've got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, USF! And the pummeling has started.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 11 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week. And so when they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by, he makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Winning